Exercise is to give us kind of a 2-for-1. So the first thing we're going to do is get a little bit of isometric glute contraction. And then the second part of this is we're going to have our little resistance here against our legs. So I'm laying here, and the first thing I'm going to do in this position is I'm going to make sure that my knees are apart. I don't want the band to collapse them in together. So I'm just kind of holding a little light resistance against the outside. The second step that I'm going to do is I'm going to clench my butt cheeks together really, really tight. And then I'm going to push into the wall at just enough resistance where I feel the enhancement of my glutes contracting. Now that's the part at which you gauge whichever your exercise instructor or PT is going to tell you is that you can engage at 40%, 20%, whatever it takes to get them to fire. And they may change it to make it a little bit more interesting and push a little bit harder. But for right now, I'm asking you to push it about 20 to 40% so you feel those glutes engage a little bit more, and then relax. Now, if you can do this next step, it's even better. But if not, let's really focus on the glutes and activating them. So again, we're going to go through this whole exercise program, and then I'm going to go ahead and add that last step to it. So you are going to start with keeping the knees apart, step 1. Step 2, clench the butt cheeks together. Step 3, you're going to push into the wall. Now, when you're pushing into the wall, make sure that you're pushing through your heels. Your toes are going to come up a little bit, and that'll enhance the contraction of the glute. The third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my abs are firing. Mine fire automatically when I'm pushing in and contracting my glutes, but if you're not feeling that they're firing, I want you to go ahead and try to push your back flat just a little bit into the mat or the floor that you're using and see how that feels. If they're not kicking in, then what you can do is push with your hands a little bit into your thighs. If you're not feeling your abs, those should kick them in immediately, and then relax. So we're going to add that last step again for the exercise. First step, keep the knees apart. Now you're going to feel a little bit in the outside of the hips. Second step, clench the butt cheeks. We're feeling those glutes contract. Step 3 is to push with our heels into the wall. Now we're feeling our glutes contract even more. Our butt cheeks are contracting even more. And then the last step is to get our abs to contract. We can do that by pushing our back flat, and I feel them a lot more now. Or I can even push into my thighs a little bit with my hands, and I'm feeling them kick in to enhance that contraction. You don't have to add the hand step. That's only if you're having trouble feeling those abs kick in.